Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025. I'm your presenter, Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. The following is a notice from the Office of the Premier. Premier of Nevis and Minister of Tourism, the Honourable Mark Brantley, will be away on official duties as invited keynote speaker at the Anguilla Hotel and Tourism Association Awards Gala. Premier Brantley is expected to depart on Friday, December 5th, and return on Sunday, December 7th, 2025. During this period, the Honourable Eric Evelyn will act as Premier. Premier of Nevis, the Honourable Mark Brantley, has congratulated 9 men in Nevis who were the recipients of the 2025 International Men's Month Awards. The ceremony was held on November 22nd at the Malcolm Gishard Recreational Park.
And I just want to publicly recognize these men who are doing amazing things in the Nevis community. Reverend Ron Daniel, he got it for community activism. Mr. Delson Roper, he got the award for education. Mr. Jack Ngumba for human services. Mr. DeJohn Liebert for law and security. Mr. Gavin Patterson got it for the creative economy. Mr. Odell Rollins for culinary arts. Mr. Earl Freeman, climate friendly small businesses. The Premier's Award, I was very proud to award this to Mr. Keith Arterton, which we know, former West Indies cricket player and someone who has contributed immensely to cricket and sport generally in the island of Nevis and in the wider federation. And the Legacy Award went to Mr. Franklin Brown. And there are many Franklin Browns in Nevis, so this is Franklin Brown from Handels Road. He got the Legacy Award.
This prestigious event honored 36 outstanding men from across the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis who have made exceptional contributions in their respective fields and to national development. A total of 55 students graduated from the Nevis Sixth Form College on Tuesday, November 25th, 2025. Valedictorian of the 2025 graduating class, Tijanique Hunkins, achieved Grade 1s in Entrepreneurship Unit 1, Environmental Science Units 1 and 2, Law Unit 2, and Tourism Units 1 and 2, as well as an Associate of Arts degree in Tourism.
We arrive as strangers and we leave as storytellers. We carry grief and joy in the same pocket, and that is the human paradox that makes us honest. To my mom, Tanya, and my dad, George, close family, and everyone who went the extra mile, those who coached me through debate prep at midnight, balanced lecture notes with pep talk, and showed up when life and deadlines collided, thank you. You didn't just prepare me for a stage or an exam. You taught me how to hold life. To our teachers and mentors who shaped the class of 2025 with patient corrections, late-night emails, and stubborn belief, your lessons will travel with us longer than any textbook. And to everyone who played a part, whether feedback, a safe seat, a care package, or a meme that made a bad day bearable, this diploma is as much yours as it is ours.
Hunkins was awarded the Premier's Award for Best Results in Cape, the Honourable Troy Liebert Valedictorian Award, the Millicent Byron Award for Top Results in Cape, the Bank of Nevis Limited Award for Academic Excellence, the John Hanley Award for Best Tourism Results for Cape, among other awards.
To you, my fellow graduates, this is my message to you. Go forward with curiosity and kindness in your pockets. Take opportunities, friendships, and any assistance in life. I know we don't like to ask for help, but this is the time to ask for help. Tell your messy stories. They can't be someone else's map. When a door closes, remember we learned how to find a window, a roof to dance on, or a kitchen to argue in. Call your family, forgive those who have wronged you, and laugh at yourself enough that in the future you will be proud. Never forget where your roots are grounded. Sometimes the path begins with a few steps back to reflect, to repair, to realign. Mistakes aren't setbacks, they're stepping stones to growth. We are one class, one body, one family. When one of us rises, we all rise. And when one of us falls, we lean on the bond we've built to lift each other up. That's what family does. That's who we are.
The salutatorian for the 2025 Nevis Sixth Form graduating class is Imogen Archibald. Archibald achieved grade 1s in Biology Units 1 and 2, Caribbean Studies, Law Unit 2, Physics Unit 2, as well as an Associate of Science, Natural Science degree. She also received the Premier's Award, the Honorable Troy Liebert Salutatorian Award, the Paul G.C. Hector Award for Excellence in Science, the Dijana Hanley Best Female in Science Award, among other awards. Deputy Principal Education Officer Joan Williams also delivered brief remarks and congratulated the graduating class.
Today's world demands more than just credentials. It requires character, good character, creativity, and the ability to navigate change. Whether in a university classroom, a workplace, or your community, you will be called on to solve problems, to communicate respectfully, to lead when necessary, and to work collaboratively with others. Your education has prepared you, not only with knowledge, but with a mindset for contribution and innovation. You have been trained to analyze information, to ask meaningful questions, to express your ideas, to find solutions. These are not only academic skills, they are life skills that make you capable of responsible citizenship.
The graduation and prize-giving ceremony was held under the theme Anchored by Vision, Driven by Purpose, Destined for Success. Still to come, AHTA strengthens African swine fever surveillance capacity in St. Kitts and Nevis. I'll be right back with the details after this break.
I am Kevin Barrett, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Human Resources in the Nevis Island Administration. I am grateful to the architects of the Nevis International Financial Services industry. This industry has created significant opportunities for our people to develop skills and competencies that allow them to efficiently and effectively deal with our international clients. We are proud of the great strides that our island has made in banking, insurance, trust services, and regulatory administration. We now look forward to our thought leaders of the next generation who are pursuing qualifications in this very vital industry on Nevis.
Welcome back. The Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture AHTA delegation in St. Kitts and Nevis successfully has concluded a comprehensive African swine fever surveillance and preparedness technical session at the Jessup's Community Center in Nevis. The virus causes a hemorrhagic fever with high mortality rates in domestic pigs. Some isolates can cause death of animals as quickly as a week after infection. The session, which ran from November 24th to 27th, brought together veterinary professionals, animal health officials, agricultural stakeholders, and regional partners as part of ongoing efforts to bolster the Caribbean's readiness against African swine fever. The interactive session featured a series of presentations and technical discussions led by experts from AHTA, the United States Department of Agriculture, Foreign Agricultural Service, the Caribbean Agriculture Health and Food Safety Agency, CaribVet, the Caribbean Animal Health Network, and the National Veterinary Services. Christmas in the capital will be held on Wednesday, December 3rd, under the patronage of Mrs. Josette Myers of Bath Village. During an interview with Acting Director of the Department of Community Development, Denisia Smithen, Myers spoke briefly about being honored as this year's patron.
I'm not someone who likes a public audience, but I was encouraged by others to accept. And so I say I'll use the opportunity so that persons can know the real Josette Myers.
According to Acting Director Smithen, Myers has had a huge impact on persons in her community, including musicians.
Indirectly, the persons like Russ, the present Soca Monarch King, Little Lenny, and Inky, and also Javi, they were part of our Sunday school programs doing vocal and music. So I feel a sense of pride. They practiced on us in those early days. Now they have perfected their art and they are very competitive, successful competitors. Some other persons entered the music field also. Presently, my own grandson is learning piano.
Myers also spoke briefly about one of her talents.
I think that's one of my talents. I'm gifted. You would ask me to write a poem, I just can't take a pen and paper and write a poem. It would be, I would think about it for a while, and then I would just go on the computer and take 5 minutes and write a whole long poem, and it rhymes and things like that, and tells a story. So I think that's a gift I have. And I began, at school, I was a bit of a humor. My face is serious, but I am a very jovial person. I do a lot of gesturing. So I remember an incident. I have very large feet. I wear size 12. So I had to wear red. I wore red shoes with my uniform, which is not the custom, but economic situation and what. So the headmaster said, "Why you have on red shoes?" So I said, my shoes had a hole in the sole, and I got punished. The next day I brought the shoe to the headmaster to show him, because I'm always making a poem about everything, so the whole class think I was just gesturing, because that's a natural part of me, just to rhyme everything. If I'm answering you, I'll do it in a rhyme. And then because I used to help my dad with the Sunday school and the programs, I create poems for the occasion, and I rewrite Bible stories to suit the setting and things like that. So it's just a natural part of me.
The ceremony takes place in the War Memorial Square on Wednesday, December 3rd, beginning at 7 p.m. And that's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I am Brantley Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.